That afternoon, I sat on a park bench, relaxing and enjoying my single life at almost 40 years old. There were no electronic devices around me, including cell phones. I just wanted to soak in the surroundings, reminiscing about the peaceful moments of my school days. People were bustling about, their gazes glued to their phone screens. Those out for a stroll with their pets, with their children and partners, all seemed so stiff and colorless, until my gaze landed on a shady spot beneath a lush tree. A girl, whom I thought was pretty with her flowing black hair, was also looking at me from there. I waved to her, and she smiled. She might have been around 10 years old. I glanced around, not wanting to attract any odd judgments like being mistaken for a pedophile or anything from the surroundings. The crowd remained quiet, oblivious. I watched as the girl slowly moved towards me, smiling. Yes, moving, not walking. I saw her move, not walk. Her feet didn't touch the ground, as if she was approaching me while standing on a flat travelator, like an escalator but flat. From there, I knew she wasn't human. But could there really be a ghost in broad daylight and amidst such a crowd? Yet I convinced myself I wasn't hallucinating. The girl continued to approach, passing through people without any hindrance, until she was in front of me. She grinned and initiated a conversation. "Uncle, can you see me?" Her voice was small but resonant. I couldn't quite describe it. There was a kind of faint squeak accompanying her sweet, high voice. I instantly felt afraid. I nervously smiled and replied, "Yes." I quickly left the park, putting on my headset and playing music from my phone. Luckily, I had brought my phone at least, but I still heard the ghost girl speak. "Thank you, Uncle." I didn't know what else she said because I had already pressed the play button on my phone, but I didn't want to dwell on it. Perhaps she was a lonely ghost. My judgment of the girl was that she was a kind ghost. I lived in a small rental house with my roommate who was also in his 30s and single. His name was Berto. So I wasn't truly lonely, and certainly neither of us were gay partners. That night, I went to brush my teeth before bed. I didn't turn on all the lights in the house to save on electricity costs. We even relied on the faint light from the street lamp as our bedroom light. I gargled, spat out the remaining toothpaste foam, and closed the tap, returning me to silence. "Uncle?" A squeaky voice startled me. I turned around, looking for the source of the voice. My hair stood on end instantly as I knew where the voice came from. I looked back at the mirror above the sink. Empty. No one there. Although I had a slight imagination of seeing a figure behind me with glowing red eyes and screaming in fear. Perhaps just my imagination, but my heartbeat disagreed. Even when I reached the bed, my heartbeat was still high. I saw Berto already asleep on the other side, so I wasn't so worried anymore. I pulled the blanket over part of my face and tried to sleep. But before that, I was tempted to watch some Instagram reels before my eyes begged for rest completely. While watching short cat meme videos, my phone received a notification from WhatsApp. I tried to read the message from someone this late at night. "Bro, earlier I got a sudden call for a shift to replace a coworker. Wanted to tell you earlier, but you were in the bathroom." The chat froze me in front of the screen for a few seconds. Uncle hasn't slept yet?" The voice behind me echoed again. But this time, not like the voice of a little girl, but like that of an adult woman, slightly hoarse. Damn. I closed my eyes, hoping to fall asleep immediately. I didn't dare to look around in the room illuminated only by the street lamp. "Uncle?" The voice kept calling, even closer now. Hopefully, she didn't know that I was trying to sleep. I squeezed my eyes shut as tightly as possible because of panic. Something wet suddenly landed on my neck. I didn't know what it was, and I didn't want to know. It moved to caress my cheek. "Uncle." I woke up, finding myself in a dark, open space. No one around. My heartbeat still echoed loudly, filling me with deep fear. Far ahead, I saw the girl I had met in the park, smiling. "Uncle. Thank you for being my friend." Around her, many other female ghosts appeared, including the old woman who haunted me in the car. Watching that, I hadn't done anything yet. All those figures moved swiftly towards me, almost in the blink of an eye. They were all in front of me now, slowly extending their long tongues. I screamed as loud as I could, but my voice was drowned out by the shrill cries of the demons. That night, Berto relaxed on the terrace, reading an article on a news website titled, "A car overturned into a ravine, its driver still missing,"